every Minnesota parent should be paying attention to what's happening. I firmly believe, as does Matt Burke, that the primary educator for any child is the home, and that's where it should stay. So you can imagine my astonishment yesterday to read a tweet from Scott Burns. He's a member of the board of directors for the Star Tribune, and he says this: "It's factually untrue that average parents are good judges of what kids should do, eat, or learn. Shouldn't public money go to schools that teach universal facts and truths to try and give kids a fighting chance?" Do you know what he's saying? He's saying right here that in terms of parents being the good judges to determine what their kids should do, eat, or learn, they're not up to the task. He's basically inviting someone else in, so government. He's basically telling government, you have the right because you have the ability, more than the parents, to do what's right for that kid. And then in the second sense, he says this: shouldn't public money go to schools that teach universal facts and truths? Seriously? Is that what we're seeing the public schools teach? Universal facts and truths? The critical race theory? The hypersexualization of second and third graders with gender issues? The demonstration with stick figures of the various positions that sexual activity might take place? That's the universal facts and truths? But here's what really bothers me, is when this tweet came out, I thought Governor Walz would respond. Why did I think he'd respond? Because Scott Burns, this is his, if you will, donation record. He raced on day one to give Tim Walz the maximum donation in this campaign. Ever since Tim Walz ran for governor, Scott Burns maxes out. Scott Burns is tied to Tim Walz in a very clear way. And Tim Walz did not rebuke him. And the reason is because I don't think Tim Walz believes, as I do, or as Matt Burke does, that the home is the place for our children to be educated. And parents are the best judges as to what their kids should be learning, what they should be doing, and what they should be eating. I stand in total opposition to what Scott Burns is saying. But evidently, Tim Walz doesn't. And as far as I'm concerned, that should send a chill through every parent in Minnesota. If you're concerned that government is willing to co-opt responsibility for raising your children, you have every right to be. And I'm going to leave it here when I talk about the Star Tribune. Scott Burns is on the board of directors. He's made his position clear. I am going to be asked at some point in time to appear before the endorsement board of the Star Tribune. And I have to ask you this question: why would I indulge an organization like this that has a board of directors so willing to violate the very fiber of my beliefs with such an obnoxious statement that supports government co-opting parental responsibilities? This is a question me and my team will have to consider. But I'm going to say this: Star Tribune, I stand in total opposition to what Scott Burns is saying. And I am uncertain whether I would even be interested in an endorsement from an organization that doesn't chastise or reprimand such a tweet. Think about it.